Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to our United States. Stand by. Free-fall parachute jumps, and he was the one that came in with the national anthem. So good job, specialist, and the air show is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention high overhead. The jumpers are out and the smoke is on. The trail of smoke that each jumper leaves in the sky are created by two M18 red smoke canisters, which emit a continuous stream of smoke for up to 90 seconds. The jumper attaches these to one foot and then ties the activation cord to a lanyard. By pulling on this lanyard, he or she can ignite the smoke immediately upon exiting the aircraft, while in free fall, or under canopy. Now, as you may have guessed, these jumpers are faced with a unique situation, a traffic jam in the sky. They must gain vertical separation to allow for individual approaches into the target area. This is accomplished by pulling down on the front part of the parachute and spiraling down at speeds of 60 miles per hour. This allows the jumpers to set up a traffic pattern, just like you might see aircraft at a busy airport. At 1,000 feet, the jumper does what is called a wind penetration check, checking his distance and speed across the ground. He then flies a downwind leg, a base leg 90 degrees to the target, and then faces into the wind for a final approach. These jumpers train year-round on piloting their parachutes, but always...
For those of you that don't know, Rob Holland is a 5-time world freestyle aerobatic champion. He's out here throwing it around and warming it up. That looks like his signature move, a little tumble, a little frisbee into a tumble. He's the 12th time and current U.S. National Aerobatic Champion, 13-time and current U.S. National Freestyle Aerobatic Champion. He's a 2019 honorary Blue Angel, 2018 honorary Canadian Air Force's Snowbird. This plane he's flying is an MXS RH, a custom-built MXS. Has over 385 horsepower. He can pull 16 Gs, positive or negative, in that plane. That's a lot of Gs, folks. And that airplane has a roll rate of over 500 degrees per second. Contact Rob at mxaircraftsales@gmail.com if you want to get an MXS for yourself. And Rob wanted me to mention he'll be signing autographs from 12 to 1 at his booth. Rob's going to come back and do his full aerobatic performance later on in the show before the Blue Angels. But for a few minutes here, enjoy Rob Holland and his MXS RH custom-built plane. Well, Rob's flying. I heard you all might like this one, so here you go, Alabama. Aircraft than any other fighter group in Europe, and their Mustangs were the first over Berlin. Hermann Göring said when he saw P-51s over Berlin, he knew the war was over. Those first Mustangs were red-nosed P-51s like this one, led by the famed commander and combat leader Don Blakesley, leading the unit to carry the motto of being fourth but first. The modern 334th Fighter Squadron of the 4th Fighter Wing now flies the F-15E Strike Eagles out of Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, North Carolina. Get your cameras out. Know the P-51 was a game changer in the air war in Europe by being able to finally escort our bombers all the way to Berlin and back. Not only protecting our basically the same plane designated as the PBJ, a North American bomber. This airplane, much like the Corsair, has gull wings. Watch it as it goes by, get your cameras out, and you can see the little inverted wings. They help keep the engine nacelles and the props off the ground when the landing gear is down. Here's the B-25. Georgia May out of Troy, Alabama. Come B-25 has cannons in the nose, side gunner pods, and a tail gunner, and they were instrumental in supporting ground troops. You can see we have an A-10 Thunderbolt back here on the static display, much the same role at that time. You can see how quickly he got around and back on target. That's a pretty big plane, but you see he's maneuvering it pretty smoothly. Not quite as smoothly as that P-51, but he's doing a great job for a big airplane. Coming around on the show line for another pass. Georgia May, Maxwell's own 42nd Air Base Wing, I mentioned, flew these B-25s in the Pacific. This is another plane we are very excited to have here, and a very unique plane to see fly. Ladies and gentlemen, for her last pass, Georgia May, the B-25 out of Troy, Alabama. Bomb bays are open. There you go. The Rangers look pretty happy. They got the help they...
The pedal, left pedal. That pedal works. Whoa. Makes the grass get bigger. Yeah, when the grass gets bigger, pull back a little on the stick, buddy. There you go. Clem, you okay out there? Well, I think I done something, but I cleaned that up when I get back. This is a little scary. You're scaring me out here. We got all these folks from Montgomery out here. They came to see an air show. They don't want to see you repossess this plane. Well, I really didn't mean anybody but nobody to help me now. I had to help, but nobody would help me. Well, I told you we had an air show here, man. Everybody's ready to see the Blue Angels. Whoa, you okay there, buddy? I think it's stopped. No, it's going to go again, I think. Well, you don't want to stop it up there. You want to get it down on the ground. Oh, boy. Well, there's a lot of people down there staring at me, I see them. Clem, right now, everybody's got their eyes on you. I just got a tap on the shoulder from my FAA rep. He wants to talk to you, too. He wants to know if you're licensed or not. Come on now. Well, that's a silly question. But if he wants to talk to me, just have it. I got nothing better to do right now. He shook his head. He wants no part of this. I think he's going to see you when you make it down onto the ground, buddy. Whoa, you need to fly with those wings level. Well, tell me how to do that, and I'll be glad to do it. Well, take that. Whoa, you okay there, buddy? Slow it down. There's a lot of hardware over here. All right, I got it to slow it down. Let's just start pulling things. I pulled that red thing. There we go. Whoa, you're going towards the crowd. Okay, there we go. Whoa. Get your feet on the ground, Clem.
ladies and gentlemen, that wasn't really Clem Cleaver repossessing that plane. That's Greg Coots. Give him a big round of applause. Greg Coots is going to be flying for us a little later. He's a local boy, and we're going to talk more about Greg here in a minute and his super decathlon, that beautiful plane. It's not getting repossessed. It was just part of the air show. I told you we had something special coming up for you. Stand by, get your cameras ready. Next up, we're going to have Kyle Fowler and his Go Easy. Say again? All right, you can see Kyle in the yellow plane. Kind of looks like a UFO. It's a very unique plane. It can fly backwards, literally. All right, folks, Kyle Fowler, he's got clearance from our air boss, George Klein, and he is coming down the runway. While Kyle's climbing up, I'll tell you, this plane isn't capable of the aggressive aerobatics that you're going to see later on today. The Long Easy more than makes up for it with its unique style. Designed by Burt Rutan, the Delta Wing Canard is highly efficient with an impressive range of 1,000 nautical miles and cruising at 170 knots or 201 miles per hour. Kyle's with us here from Central Alberta, Canada. He got his airboat start from his dad when he was a little kid. The plane Kyle's flying is homemade. He's a licensed automotive mechanic, which complements the Long Easy as a home-built aircraft. And as such, he performs all the maintenance himself on that plane. Look at how unique that is as he pulls up into the vertical. Beautiful loop. Down, down. Here he comes with his half cube and back to short center. Watch this one, folks. About to see. Little roll. Turn that into a barrel. Absolutely.
Motors is proud to present the development of Super Chipmunk. An experienced aviator and aerobatic performer, Nathan has amassed more than 8,000 total hours of flight time and more than 50 different kinds of aircraft. Today, he proudly serves as one of the world's last remaining professional skywriters, performing events across North America both day and night. Fly with this 1956 de Havilland DHC-1, designed originally as a trainer for the Royal Canadian Air Force. We're in for a display of low-level aerobatics in this classic Airshow airplane. Flying has been part of Nathan's life since he was a young child, growing up in an aviation family. With experience flying aircraft ranging from World War I biplanes to corporate business jets, his favorite type of flying is what we're seeing now. Let's watch out in front of us as Nathan continues and flies the Ghost Rider into the water. Nathan stays busy traveling across the continent, performing everything from airshows to music festivals. Utilizing his onboard smoke system made by injecting a lightweight oil into the exhaust, each of his skywriting messages can stretch more than 10 miles wide at an altitude of more than 15,000 feet. It is from this altitude where it can be difficult to spot Nathan's airplane from the ground, but the messages high above give it the worthy name of the Ghost Rider.
Emulating the bird's ability to use rising airplanes, they began man's adventure in flight. With no other launch. Hold on. So here's going to be an incredible display of showmanship by Bob Carlton in this Foxjet sailplane. He's going to kill the engines and do a traditional glider performance. Here are horizontal 8, going from a landing speed of only 60 miles per hour with spoilers out, up to 170 miles per hour while pulling 5 Gs. Watch the Foxj's wings flex from the strain. There's this half loop return. Kyle's going to be doing traditional maneuvers like a hammerhead, a Cuban 8, a 4-point roll, and a wing over return. I'll let you know when it's time for his inverted banana pass. Get your cameras out. Bob Carlton and his sail Fox Jet. Jet engines on that glider. Bob's with us here from Moriarty, New Mexico, with his wife Lori and their 2 dogs, Ginger and Dewey. Bob's 64 years old and he's been flying for over 40 years. He's a winner of the 2017 Art Scholl's Showmanship Award, the 2015 Bill Barber Award for Showmanship winner presented by EAA and World Airshows News. This is his 30th year as a professional airshow performer, and the Fox Jet is Bob's 10th jet sailplane. Bob also flies hang gliders, power planes, helicopters, and is a licensed skydiver. Bob dropped hang glider from balloon at 13,000 feet in 1992. And he's flown a hang glider over 100 miles and a sailplane over 200 miles. Folks, this is... Beautiful. Redline Airshows is a close 2-man formation aerobatic performance team. The team flies both adrenaline-rushing day performance and a fantastic night fireworks show. If you were here last night, you saw that all over September. Redline performs in the experimental Vans aircraft RB-8. Both aircraft were built by Ken and Austin. Ken is the leader, and his son Austin is his wingman. The RB-8 is taking high speeds up to 230 miles per hour. It can land short as slow as 55 miles per hour, enabling them to access almost any airport. It has 4-hour plus endurance before needing fuel, giving them 700-plus mile range. The Redline airplanes have a 200 horsepower engine and Hartzell advanced structural composite propellers. It's tough to fly in formation. The wingman has to get a sight line on the lead, and there's definitely a lot of trust between any formation flyers, but especially this father and son team. Coordinating their maneuvers here for a few minutes. Enjoy listening in on Redline Airshow.
For Captain Heaster and the F-16 Fighting Falcon!
Hiester will now demonstrate the low-altitude, high-speed capability of the F-16. As he crosses show center, he will be in full afterburner just under the speed of sound at 700 miles per hour, burning 2 gallons of fuel per second. Captain Hiester would like to address the crowd from the cockpit. Let's listen in now.
Good afternoon, Montgomery, Alabama. On behalf of the entire team, I'm honored to be here in the beautiful city of Montgomery celebrating 50 years of this amazing airplane. The first time dedicated to the airplane using the center that has made this airplane on time and on target for the last 50 years. These 5 50 years.
Boy bands are trash. I like Johnny Cash.
Captain Hiester will now demonstrate the F-16's crisp handling characteristics, performing a 4-point roll at show center, pausing briefly at each 90-degree increment. In from the left, the F-16 and the 4-point roll.
When he reaches show center, Captain Hiester will apply full afterburner and pull back on the stick for a near vertical climb, demonstrating the F-16's awesome thrust-to-weight ratio.
How did you know I needed you? How did you know I needed you so badly? How did you know I'd give my heart gladly? Yesterday,
first-class sponsors, WSFA and Montgomery County Commissions. Can't thank you enough for your first-class sponsorship here. Really appreciate the support. We couldn't do the air show without you. And since I have a minute, I will also mention our specialty contract with Verizon and Authority Laser, Hyundai, Alabama Power and Light, and WAKA-TV. Thank you to all of our sponsors. We appreciate it, and we couldn't do this show without you. Here comes FEMA in the F-16. He can't hear you behind those engines. Give him a big wave. Give him a big Alabama wave. Let him know you appreciated the show. If you're in the back and you can't see him, he's waving back to you guys right now. He really appreciates it. That's your time to make sure you stay hydrated, get your suntan lotion on. You got little ones around you, make sure you're keeping an eye on them and give them them all lathered up. And I can't say it enough, but in the aircraft world, we always worry about what we call FOD, or foreign object damage. So even if it's not yours, do us a favor, look around. If you see some trash or anything on the ground, pick it up. All right, here we go. Greg's going to be taking off. Greg Kuntz in his decathlon, super decathlon. Greg flies his super decathlon through a routine that demonstrates the agility of popular. As you look to the left, right here at Show Center, you can hear the iconic sound of the UH-1 Huey helicopter. Even though the UH-1 has been retired from the U.S. Army inventory, her iconic wop-wop sound holds a very special place in the hearts of our Vietnam veterans. With over 16,000 aircraft produced and over 7,000 aircraft having served in Vietnam, this aircraft has touched the lives of over 2 million veterans that served in Vietnam. Today, the aircraft is preserved and flown by Friends of Army Aviation, a non-profit organization based 70 miles south of Montgomery in Ozark, Alabama. FOAA, or the Friends of Army Aviation, maintain and operate 2 examples of this aircraft and regularly flies this aircraft at events ranging from Iowa to southern Florida. At most events, FOA offers an 8 to 10 minute ride aboard their aircraft. So please visit them at their website to catch a flight aboard the Huey. Today, the UH-1 Huey is piloted by 2 retired U.S. Army Lieutenant Colonels, Chuck Schaefer and Eric Camper. Watch as the Huey lands, picks up the downed air crew, and takes off.
It's you, I think.
Here he comes from show right. He's coming around. He'll be coming in from the left. While the Loach keeps an eye and the Special Forces team has secured their pilot, rendering any first aid necessary and giving the okay call to bring him in for an evacuation. You can see the rest of the team on guard and securing should anybody try to approach him.
That's how we do it. Thank you. You're welcome. You guys are great. Thank you. Enjoyed it. Thank you. We love you guys, huh? Yeah. Thank you. You want to get some of these? All right. I get another one. Thank you. Thank you. Plus I got to carry around. Yes, that's true. That's true.
QRF is giving the Loach the signal. He's on the radio now. Here comes the wop 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 of that Huey from show left. Yeah, that's a distinctive sound. The Huey's landing as Loach keeps observation over the area so that QRF feels secure. They are moving. They've given the signal and they're taking the pilot and moving towards the Huey for egress.
Yeah, we're going to change it.
And boy, that sure is one lucky man. getting a ride home in an airplane. How fast was that QRF out there to protect him and get him on that plane? I'm sorry, on that helicopter. They've got their cargo safely, they're rendering first aid, and they're taking them out of the area. Meanwhile, look to your left as the Black Hawk comes back to recover the QRF force.
That I don't think I remember. How lucky can one man?
The UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter has been a very able and highly capable replacement for the UH-1 Huey. Having been introduced in the late 70s, the Black Hawk is also flown by the U.S. Air Force, the U.S. Navy, the Coast Guard, Customs and Border Patrol, the U.S. State Department, and multiple countries around the world. Highly versatile medium-lift helicopter, the Army currently operates more than 4,000 of these aircraft. Watch as the UH-60 lands, picks up the QRF team, and departs to show right. Guys, if I was down there, I'd give you a hug like they did in the movie. While we've got a quick minute, I want to thank some of our first-class sponsors, WSFA and Montgomery County Commissions. Also thanks to Authority Laser, Hyundai, Alabama Power and Light, WAKA TV, and Cumulus. And I need to personally, I got the word that I said this wrong before, so a big thanks to Jim and Nick, our economy sponsors. Thank you very much for being here. We're sorry we got it wrong, but we got the word corrected. Also thanks to Lamar Advertising and Alabama Military Support, the Montgomery Chamber of Commerce, Cakeology, GTV Ford, and MGM Collective. Thank you all for your sponsorship. We couldn't do this without you.
From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains of Texas, from the sea to shining sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say
Staff Sergeant Jonathan Schmertzler, 510 free-fall parachute jumps from Crozet, Virginia. He's going to gather up his chute, and he'll be right up here in a minute. to take you through the rest of the Golden Knight show.
Main parachute. A certified parachute neck technician must repack the reserve parachute every 180 days, whether it is used or not. The parachute has 7 openings on the front. These allow air to be forced in, inflating the flexible wing glider. Now watch as he brings it over.
Or online at flygoodmusic.com. Flygoodmerch.com, my bad. He's a booth across from the F-35 on the runway. And here comes Rob, his smoke is on. Watch this on his takeoff, a half roll, he's gonna push double hammerhead. And like I told you before, watch how straight that line is. This is your 12-time aerobatic champion. Rob kind of defines the standard for how this is gonna go. Are you guys playing? Watch this, folks. That's his signature move, that frisbee. So Rob's going to continue his turn with a lot of tumbles and snaps, rolling sharp shoots. And we're going to tell you a little bit about Rob while he's flying. I told you earlier, Rob's the Eric Mueller Trophy winner, 5-time world freestyle aerobatic champion. He's the 12-time and current U.S. national aerobatic champion, 13-time and current U.S. national freestyle aerobatic champion. An honorary Blue Angel, an honorary Snowbird. I could go on forever. It's safe to say Rob has pretty much every award you could win in aviation and aerobatics right now. Rob's also a sales rep for the North America for the MX aircraft. If you're interested, talk to Rob about buying one of these new MXS planes. Maybe we'll see you flying in an air show soon too. This aircraft has 385 horsepower. It's designed to withstand intense G-forces, plus or minus 16 Gs in that plane. He can roll at a staggering 500 degrees per second. It's constructed out of pre-impregnated epoxy carbon fiber, and it's built for performance and durability.
afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Your United States Navy Flight Demonstration Squadron takes pleasure in performing for you this, our 6th flight demonstration of the 2024 season. I'm Lieutenant Connor O'Donnell, narrator for the Blue Angels. The Blue Angel maintenance crew and their equipment travel aboard a United States Marine Corps C-130 Super Hercules, affectionately known as Fat Albert. It is the large blue and white aircraft taking its position on the runway to your left. Today, Fat Albert will be demonstrating the high-performance climb capability of the Lockheed Martin C-130 Super Hercules. On the runway from the left, Fat Albert will soon be rolling. They'll accelerate to 125 miles per hour, perform a low transition, and execute a high-performance climb, placing the aircraft in a 45-degree nose-up attitude.
Of the winds are calm. We own the airfield and the airspace. You are clear for takeoff. Have a good one.
Thanks, Bo. First radar fired up for Maxwell.
Hoorah, Marine Corps. Number 5.
Below line checklist. Extra protection panel set. Exterior lights are set. UV control switch stop. IPAC. On transmit. ACOMS. Check right. Check left. Departure lead. Complete. Before takeoff checklist is complete. Power. Grinder set. Rikishi set. Chubby set. Working set. Oh, but takeoff complete. Head back. It's rolling.
The C-130 Hercules, built by the Lockheed Martin Aircraft Company, was first produced in 1956. It was designed as a tactical transport aircraft, capable of lifting heavy payloads both into and out of short or unimproved airstrips, as well as providing air delivery and close air support. The aircraft is powered by 4 Rolls-Royce turboprop engines, producing more than 18,000 shaft horsepower, enabling takeoffs on runways as short as 2,500 feet. 20 miles per hour, the Fat Albert Flat Pass. Fat Albert is flown by an all-Marine crew, led by Major Joshua Sultan from Spokane, Washington, Captain Sam Petco from Osceola, Indiana, and Captain Isaac Becker from Austin, Texas. The enlisted aircrew for today's flight demonstration are Gunnery Sergeant Brandon Wishart from Seattle, Washington, and Staff Sergeant Matthew Thompson from Woodstock, Georgia. actual combat. These maneuvers are neither stunts nor daring feats, but are refinements of basic techniques taught to every prospective naval aviator. Here, at Maxwell Air Force Base, we will demonstrate these maneuvers at very low altitude, in traditional Blue Angel formation, so that you may see and take pride in the precise fashion in which your Navy and Marine Corps pilots are trained to fly. Now, direct your attention to the ramp before you. Observe the military manner in which the 6 demonstration pilots approach their aircraft and are saluted by their crew chiefs. Ladies and gentlemen, flying Blue Angel number 1, the commanding officer and flight leader of the Blue Angels from Skinny Atlas, New York, Commander Alex Armatas. Flying Blue Angel number 2, the right wingman from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Lieutenant Commander Jack Kilty. Flying Blue Angel number 3, the left wingman from Georgetown, Texas, Lieutenant Wes Perkins. Flying Blue Angel number 4, the slot pilot from Mounds View, Minnesota, Lieutenant Commander Amanda Lee. Flying Blue Angel number 5, the lead solo from Madison, Wisconsin, Lieutenant Commander Griffin Stengel. Flying Blue Angel number 6, the opposing solo from Baltimore, Maryland, Commander Thomas Zimmerman. As the crew chiefs assist the pilots into their jets, you are witnessing the teamwork found in all Navy and Marine Corps units.
No, updated winds are calm. We own the airfield and the airspace. You are clear for takeoff. Have a good one.
Thanks, Bo. Cleared for takeoff. Solos, we're clear for takeoff. Solos, ready to go, boss. Boss, we're clear for takeoff. Winds are calm. Check your pocket break off. Check your trim set. Check your nose. Let's stay on maneuver. Dive and vertigo. Low transition. Left turn out. Here we go, Crash.
Solid, Nova Cruise 16. Let's fire it up for Maxwell.
spectator area, Blue Angels 5 and 6 are accelerating to 400 miles per hour and pulling back towards the show line. To the left and right, they have turned on their smoke as they approach for the first of their opposing maneuvers. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing 360 pass. two solo pilots will match Commander Armitage.
A little pulse. Ready, hit it.
Pilots and aviation enthusiasts who appreciate the difficulties associated with carrier aviation will enjoy this next maneuver demonstrated by the two solo pilots. For Navy and Marine Corps pilots who must land their aircraft on the small and sometimes pitching deck of an aircraft carrier at Lieutenant Commander Stengel is approaching to demonstrate the maximum performance turn rate of the F-18. He'll execute a 7.5G afterburning turn and exit the flight line vertically, showcasing the Super Hornet's turbo nose landing capability. Rolled their aircraft 270 degrees and crossed with minimum separation. Observe as both pilots sustain 6 times the force of gravity to cross their aircraft over show center. Of over 800 miles per hour. Ladies and gentlemen, the opposing horizontal rolls. you'll notice that the entire formation has shifted back into the Blue Angel diamond. As they exit to the left, Commander Armitage calls for... Hold the formation 90 degrees and perform a slow pace, finishing with a dynamic separation. We didn't care where it was going. We had it like we didn't know it. We were young on the surface. He showed up out here and he wanted to find out. Still talk to him, but I don't know where she is. Guess it's just water under the bridge. As the formation pulls to level, each pilot will perform an individual brake turn and exit the flight line in a separate direction. The Blue Angel barrel roll. Center point, each pilot will perform an individual brake turn and exit the flight line in a separate direction. As each accelerates to 500 miles per hour. should be able to follow their individual.
Attention can keep them under the surface.
Combat Arena. Ladies and gentlemen, the Section High Alpha Pass.
Soft plains of the hills of Kentucky, maybe north, maybe south. Don't care as long as it's now. So
perform individual 360-degree rolls, and the 4 diamond pilots will rendezvous through a looping maneuver. From the left, at 450 miles per hour, the Blue Angel Fleur de Lis. Let's listen in.
Up we go. So hot. Let it break. Bingo!
They make constant power and line-up corrections, maintaining the optimum rate of descent for the proper touchdown point.
on top of the world, I'm on top of the world, waiting on this for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to start the whole thing for a while, take you with me if I can, the dreaming of this is a job, I'm on top of the world. I've tried to cut these corners, tried to take the easy way out. I kept on falling short of something. I could have gave up then, but then again I couldn't have, 'cause I've traveled all this way for something. I take it in but don't look down. I'm on top of the world, I'm on top of the world, getting on this for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to slide the whole thing for a while, take you with me if I can, the dreaming of this is a job, I'm on top of the I'm on top of the world, I'm on top of the world, waiting on this for a while now, paying my dues to the dirt. I've been waiting to
The demonstration pilots you have been watching perform here this afternoon are but a small part of the Blue Angel team. The men and women in blue uniforms standing before you are members of the elite Blue Angel maintenance crew. Through hard work, many long hours, and unselfish dedication, they have each year for the past 78 years provided us with the aircraft availability necessary to perform each of these flight demonstrations. As the aircraft taxi back, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce the Blue Angel maintenance crew. Taxiing just before you, the Blue Angels will momentarily be turning into the parking area. After completing a short maintenance debrief, the team will come to the crowd line where you will have an opportunity to meet them. As they step away from their aircraft, I would like to take one final opportunity to introduce the demonstration pilots you have been watching perform here this afternoon. Our pleasure to perform for you here at Maxwell Air Force Base. This, our 6th flight demonstration of the 2024 season.
are you? Future pilot right here?
We're hoping so.
Wingman, nice.
That's what we're hoping for. You guys are a lot cooler than his dad.
Dad's always cool.